Okay, so Alex and Ruth. It's an Amazon Video sort of easy watch movie. Straight off the bat, you can probably tell from that it's not a great movie. It's not terrible. It's just okay. I think the stars and obviously Morgan Freeman and Diane Keaton are fantastic in it, and they're always great to watch and never really given. Well, I can't think of any time they've ever been bad, like a bad performance or anything. But there's one thing in the movie that really bothered me, and this is just personally me. How many times do we have to have films set in New York referencing 9/11 after the fact? I mean, it's just so annoying. It's do you know what it's like? It's like some guy, right, who's like going off on a rant, like down in the subway, and you know, some homeless guy who's nuts and driving people crazy and doing it for like 15 years. That's what it's like. And it doesn't stop. I mean, I just like if there's something of relevance to put in there, opposed to just let's just put it in to quickly reference it and go, oh look, that happened here, didn't it? I'm really getting fed up with it. I mean, honestly, and not just films in New York, but American films where they really shoehorn it in that, oh yes, this happened, and oh yes, it was terrible, but oh let's just put it in there anyway because let's make a point. And what is actually the fucking point? And I swore now because I'm just so annoyed by it. Like like you have movies like that Liam Neeson movie Non-Stop, and they do a whole terrible thing that people play hijack a plane, and then they have to make a whole thing about it's a statement to hijack a plane and to do a 9/11, and you just think, oh, just shut up, I hate this. And that's the thing I felt with this movie, with the fact of the thing about blowing up a bridge in New York City, and literally for 15 minutes during the entire movie. And I'm not saying directly one thing of 15 minutes. Throughout the movie, it probably adds up to about 15 minutes. They keep distracting from it, from the actual movie, to go into that. And it's just dreadful. And it really makes me want to scream. I mean, I hate it. I really do. And there's a whole thing of, the thing about the bomb on the bridge. Oh, actually, it was nothing, and stuff like that. And but why was it even there then? And obviously you can tell it's all fake. And they just, like I said, shoehorned it in. Or the whole thing of, let's just make a statement, as other films do. But I've had enough. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Anyway, so Morgan Freeman and Diane Keaton, they're very good couple. Obviously, they've been together for a while. There's some sort of flashbacky moments which aren't the center stage. I mean, they're sort of there and then they're not. Um, and obviously, it's sort of a nice sort of area of New York, and you get that they're coming to the end of that whole thing. That they're thinking, oh well, perhaps we should move on. Perhaps there should be something more to life. But then they kind of not sure, and then there's the whole thing with their dog. Is the dog going to die or is it going to live? And then I think that's kind of saying like, well, if we do this thing, like if we go ahead of it, do we die in a sense ourselves, or do we progress by actually, you know, having something different in our lives? And I think that's a very sort of interesting motif to have, throughout the film. But the problem I have with the film, it's very sort of, it knows what it's doing. It obviously does it quite well, but you just get the same feeling throughout the whole film, and it just sort of stays like that and doesn't really progress any further. And it does kind of feel like a TV movie in that nothing much really happens. I mean, they're interesting characters and they play them well, Morgan Freeman and Diane Keaton, but there's not really a lot of plot. And I'm forgiving on quite a lot of films where there aren't a lot of plot because the characters make up for it. But when it's just something that's kind of average, I think it does kind of really show that, it's not the greatest in terms of, well, the structure of this works like this, and it comes together because then there's the thing at the end like a bow, and it doesn't happen. I mean, it's very easy watching, and it's something that's not terrible by any means, but it's not that good. And I would probably watch it again, but it's not like one of my favorite films, or they knocked it out of the park. It's not like a Margot Robbie, like her performance in Suicide Squad probably should be analyzed by lots of people in the future because that was amazing, her performance. And obviously now she's getting a standalone movie, so that kind of speaks for itself. But that's obviously a different review. But so yeah, it's fine. I don't think it's awful. I don't think it's great. It's kind of just cemented in the middle, and that's about it.